Hi, welcome to Family Sense. Family Sense is dedicated to equipping every man, every woman, every husband, every wife with practical wisdom on family and marriage, especially in these toughest times. This is a production of No Regrets Communication, a division of Hope Education Network. Should you have any questions or need any information, please feel free to contact us on 0772 518 554. You can also contact us on 0754 734 738. You can also email us on noregrets@counselor.com. Right now, join in for insights from today's session. God bless you. Resources not used, balance of resources. Where else can we deploy them usefully? Remember, we talked about system of work, deploying people to function. Deploying people to function. And one of the things that we are looking up is to follow how people are involved in the work. You have deployed people to work. Let's also follow up, how are people involved in their work? How are they working? How is the character of each person involved is? Because we said helpful, suitable helpers are identified according to character and competence. So you know where to deploy them and how to deploy them. So how is that character playing out in that place where you deployed? Is it working as expected? How the competence of each person involved is. Do they have the right knowledge? Yes, it may be the right character, but perhaps this person is lacking in knowledge. So what do? We need more training. How do we know that we need more training? If we are not observing these things and keeping record, you won't know. You won't know what training to give, how to give it, and when. How combination of character and competence of each person affects production and productivity. These people placed here, how is it affecting what we are supposed to do? Or do we need to readjust and reorganize and maybe change the team in order to get better results? That is, and how does this help? It helps us know how each person involved can be improved. When we take record of these things, we see how we can improve. How can I reorganize my people so that we work better? How can I reorganize the team? Who should I team up and who should I separate so that we work better? And who needs equipping? Who needs equipping? What kind of equipping do they need so that they can work better? And also, who to eliminate? Yes, because, sometimes we don't want to antagonize anyone, but how long will your work carry? Dead weight. Dead weight. There are some people, they are the right character, they are the right competence, but the character is creating trouble everywhere across the whole team. And no amount of talking, perhaps the person is unteachable. However much you try to correct, the person just can't adjust. So it also helps you know who to eliminate. Or Mrs. Okello was giving us an example how some managers can want to overtake you. So if you haven't been analyzing these things well, you say, how dare they challenge me and seem to want to be the bosses around here. So we start saying, eliminate, for the wrong reason. Yet maybe understanding these people and setting some boundaries can sort the problem with the team. But otherwise, yes, there are cases when we need to see how people exit. Sometimes right character, right competence, but maybe the person no longer has the energy. No longer has the energy. You know, I know a place where someone has worked for so many years, over 20 years. They've worked, they are good, they are diligent, they are faithful, but they are now 77 years old. But they still want to work. And when they come, they sit there, half the time now, opening the Bible and dozing off. But now, no one wants to, no one knows how to say maybe it's time to stay at home. Okay? It is time to, yeah, it's time to stay at home. Say, Bambi, maybe what will she do at home? Okay. But how is it affecting your productivity? You know? How? At 77, you don't stand up as fast as you used to. And you don't serve the customers as fast as you used to. So how do you manage such a person? That is all the benefits of our keeping accounts. You even oversee such scenarios and begin planning how to eliminate properly without creating offense and without destroying lives. Okay? And which kind of people to bring into the team. So now, the thought process in that company should be, who should replace this one? The good that they have had all these years, what kind of person do we need to now bring in? Or how many of them to bring in? Without having kept, first of all, having identified what you need, then having kept record and observed people in the course of their working, you will not be able to understand these things or do them thoughtfully. Okay? Those are the benefits of keeping records. You know, I have a tendency to speak very fast sometimes. So I hope I have not spoken too fast over these matters. I hope I haven't spoken. But I wanted us to connect this system of work, the various steps that are involved, how they all connect with each other. It's a cycle, you know. It's a cycle all the way back to giving account, which then helps you to improve, maintain good and improve your tasks, maintain good in deploying resources and improve, maintain good in deploying people and improve, and then you keep learning and continue going round as we do work everywhere. Good work everywhere. So that is it. We have been talking about work. Remember, we said the pillars of an economy is we do good work. We get rewards as a result of work done and manage. We want to know how to manage those rewards very well. This is our 4th session for this year, and all of them have rotated around work. We have not gone outside it. The next time, we are going to move to getting rewards.
Better a poor man whose work is blameless than a fool whose lips are perverse. Better you stay poor than doing evil, than doing things which are wrong, than thinking and generating more evil, to lead more people to be more evil. Nobody is going to change our country for us. But the one person who is here. Who is this one person who is here? Who is going to change it? Yes. Me is going to change it. Me is going to do what? Yes, we should not put buts at this time. And I believe, and I know, it can be done. The ability to enrich, for instance, myself, even Mrs. Mwesuga to be just rich, is possible. Mrs. Kayondo there, you see her. She has, don't you see her glasses, those ones? They are professor-like. She can conjure up some things and just enrich herself. Do you see her? Does she have the brains to create some evil? She has. She chooses not to. It's a choice one has to make. But part of these disciplines are what help us again to remain so settled and creative amidst what appears to be a very dark place, what appears to be very difficult to change, and you say, I will take a firm stand regardless of what is around me. And you are able to generate the resources that do things. I've already heard many people do lots of sacrifices in doing these things here. So many. You see that? But better a what? A poor man whose work is blameless than a fool whose lips are perverse. So whatever we speak can either make us wise and blameless or fools. It's a choice I have to make. Who chooses to be a fool here? Those are hard words. What does it say? It is not even good to have zeal, a strong desire to do things without knowledge. And I want to underline of the truth, not just merely any knowledge. And it is not even good to be hasty and miss the way. You know, people do a lot of hasty things. Kupapa, thinking they are bangua, but kupapa, papa, and they enter into things. They say, bifuna, and then they enter into bifuna, and then they are hit hard. Then they are hit hard. They say, what happened? I can imagine how many have received the entandikwa, and then poverty money, then a myoga, then everything. Then they have received loans against properties they worked so hard for. Then they have lost the properties they worked so hard for, and they don't have nothing. Just moving into things is not healthy. Of course, I intended to do it so that it resounds electrical, and you don't forget that one. Okay? It's very important. So, listen to what happens. If you do things that way, you choose to have pervert lips. You keep lying this one, lying this one, lying the other one, lying to the other one, lying, until people begin, but this guy is a liar. And everyone whom you relate with begins to see this guy is a what? And the problem, even those who say you are a liar, they also begin to lie because they will not tell you the truth. They will just know you are a liar. And then, I need this help. Please, he's coming to you. He told me he's coming to you. Please make sure you do what? Be careful. But they're not telling you the truth. They're looking to you in the face and say, please, guy, stop telling us lies. So you have to sometimes face up to the people and put them across and, hey, come on. I am here. Don't tell me lies. But I want to be helpful. That you get out of what? The real cause of what? Telling lies.
Remember that you're engaged in a family sense gathering, which is dedicated to equipping every man, every woman, every husband, every wife with practical wisdom on family and marriage. I hope you're enjoying yourself.
So you have to sometimes face up to the people and put them across and, hey, come on, I am here. Don't tell me lies. But I want to be helpful that you get out of what? The real cause of what? Telling lies. Those are hard moments. And I have had always to face such things to deal with. Not to accuse someone, but make sure they get straight and clear. And somehow, the person you've called liars for generations stops telling lies. And for you, you remain with the label, he's a liar. And he's no longer a liar. Why? He's forgiven by God. And he's very useful, and he's no longer that other story you have. He has a new story. The old one is dead. Those things. A man's own word, folly, ruins his life, yet his heart rages against the what? Foolishness can destroy and ruin a life. And what do we do? I think God does not love me. I think God just hates me. I think God never helps me. You never see something that you can appreciate God for. It's very important. And what happens? I think it is ungodly for somebody to become wealthy. But listen, wealth brings many friends, but a poor man's friend. When people begin to see you are a person of problems, whenever they see you coming, they begin to see you have just now come either to create a crafty scheme or and people are tired of people of problems. But who is here? Please make some room for abebizibu, not to accuse them, but to support them so that they get out of ibizibu and they become very useful citizens who are going to change our nation. Because nobody is going to change this nation for us. Nobody. It's we who are going to change the stories of our families. It's we who are going to change the stories of our lives. You can choose to call me a bastard. Me. Why? I could have grown up like one without parents. My mother died at 8 when I was 8 years of age. And my father at 21, 22. And then he left almost his 13 children to take care of. And I am dead, isn't it? And useless, isn't it? But the grace, the mercies of God make a very big difference. And I choose to say, I won't turn he whom I'm responsible for. They should be fathered. They should be mothered. And fathering is not about producing children. Producers are very many around us. Producers of children, you can't count. Even a dog produces children. They look this way, say, I want you. And they say, I want you in bed. And we are talking family. Yes. After producing children, yes, please suffer with the child. They walk away. Hello? And that is okay? Yes. We are looking for some fathers. People who will be resolved and determined to say, I must raise up a child. Those are the ones we are missing. We want to find some mothers. Going into the labor ward doesn't make you a mother. It makes you a producer of a what? A child. And if you are to raise a child, you raise the child in fullness, not just merely in parts. And these things are given to us, all of them. The full story is that picture. How do I set even an economic skill? Where do these things be taught? Tell me the university where these things are being taught on matters of work. Be the one to tell me. You've gone through the entire university school. Have you been taught these things? Thank you, Mrs. Kayondo, for giving that P7 child. He's actually called Ian Kayondo Nsereko. You understand? Yeah, and that is finished. That is finished. Okay? This guy is here. You see this guy is here. The other one is Daddy Diron. And this one is Daddy Praise. You understand? And they are producing children, but they are also resolved to doing what? To raising them up. And as we speak right now, they applied those same principles we have been talking about in finance to build a sound and proper financial system. Accounting package. Have you done that? And they are very serious. They say we want to, if they are a single package of what? Of an accounting program is about how much? Single package if you buy it without stealing. We steal software. We steal software a lot. How much is it? A single package. I'm a buyer of software. I don't steal a single piece. Okay? Somebody tells you minimum $1,000. How much is that? 3.8 million shillings. And you have to give it to somewhere in America. That's already a job shifted. They've created one and they say we have to replace what we can. And they've created that. And I've tested it. It's good. They've tried to convince me to do. At first I was reluctant. But they applied. They have gone through it. Say, check this. I've been punching holes into it. True or false? I think I've been very mean, isn't it? And sometimes they have wondered, they've gone back. Why? System of what? Accountability. And they have even created ways of get data from the other accounting software and just see the same quality you receive it here. But then there is more to this. Do I have shares in your company? And by the way, if it was poor quality, I would not even be speaking these things here. How together? But how do I meet them? I was in need, and I wanted something to communicate with. I am communicating with the thousands of youth. You've seen that. And I say, how do I communicate with these youth and still make sense? Each of those youth doesn't have necessarily a smartphone. And then calling is also not cheap. Yes. And all those things. But sending a message one by one, I cannot. How together? It's too much work. We could, when there were fewer young men to deal with. Now there are thousands of youth who need to be spoken to more regularly, almost a week, every week. And then you have to type a message, or you go to bulk SMS. Now, they design the software where I can keep a record of whom am I communicating with. And I send using my phone from my computer. I say, I need to talk to this one, to talk to this one, to talk to this one, and talk to this one. Please, let us get together. And that is very useful even in business communication. But they've done it. And the issues, you realize how, and sometimes true, I'm a boxer. Have I ever boxed you? Have I ever slapped you? I've done that. Don't add lovingly. Just to say, it's a kick. But of course, underlying there, the foundation is what? Because we've got to do something. All together. That is how things can move. Oh, please, do something. Do something. Okay? Do something. They didn't believe they could do it at some point. They thought they should get business from where? Which is not bad to get from elsewhere. Is there too much to do? Where? Where? Here in this house. There is too much to do. And now you are lacking what to do. Now, how many people are passing by young men? And we are saying there are no jobs to do. What do those young men need? To be guided on what to do, how to live, how to do what they are doing and do it consistently well. Simple. You will see suddenly what appears to be a weak economy can become so strong. No families will be beggars. Those who beg shall be beggars by choice. Why should my country actually beg? And how do actually we end up accepting all kinds of things, including man marrying man and woman marrying woman, because we get funding? They are the ones who give us funding. What are you doing? Economy begins with you. What's the cost of a single session family sense? 2? About 3? Just short. So we go, please, let us together write a proposal, right? No, let's pose for a photograph and ask for some funding from who? We can do something together. You might say, you know when you stand here and you speak, you become a public figure, isn't it? Yeah. And you become a celeb, right? But to be humble enough, those things are not produced by me. They are not even produced by Mrs. Kayondo. Not even Mrs. Mwesi. But they are produced by a young man there. You, look, stand up. That young man there. He's the artist behind where? There. For me, this, I think if we could do this, that is it. All together. So who is, by the way, who has been speaking to us then? Isn't it me? He has also spoken. Who else has spoken? The artist? Who else? The printer? Who else? Everybody. And to God be the what? The glory. God bless you.
Family Sense is on a mission of teaching God's truth for reforming marriages and building families throughout the nation. Stability of our nation can only be realized with well-founded families and marriages. We therefore invite you to engage in Family Sense gatherings. Should you have any questions or need specific assistance, please feel free to contact us on 0772 518 554 or 0754 73 4738. You can also email us on noregrets@counselor.com. God bless you. We look forward to seeing you next time.